Just west of downtown Miami, it's a rainy Florida night, and the roof is closed at Marlins Park. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Baltimore Orioles and the Miami Marlins. It's interleague baseball. Next on the show. Jose Arena, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
Zach Granite the next to bat. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Center fielder, Zach Granite.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Picking on the first pitch as this is on the ground towards short. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I love watching Manny Machado do his thing. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position.
In now for the O's, Josh Bell. First pitch of the at-bat. This is pulled into right. Brinson back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Right fielder, number 24.
Ready now for Baltimore, number 24. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch on its way. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 10 for him on the year. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
Shortstop, Manny Machado.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them. Show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Orioles on the board first thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up, and it's now 1-0 Baltimore. Kevin Gausman, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Here's Starlin Castro. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip, the start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Here's Cameron Maybin now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. His career numbers against Kevin Gausman. He's got 4 hits and 10 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at bat's going to win this one.
He's set, and the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Castro, base runner at first with 1 out. That misses. 2-0.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
2-0 count. The pitch finds the zone. Strike 1.
I got 2-1 the count.
Three and 1 to the Marlins left fielder.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
The 3-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. He'll go to the bag for 1, and he is in there.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Here's Justin Smoke now. Line towards center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1 error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Orioles 1 and the Marlins nothing. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, head-to-head with Jose Urena. He's 1 for 2. First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-2. Freezes him on the inside, strike 3.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. Hey, let's focus on Cameron Maybin in the outfield. One of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport. He's able to cover a ton of ground, gap to gap. I almost feel like he's playing left center to right center. He's not playing center field. He's got it all covered, bailing the other guys out, and not shabby with the offensive tool either.
Stepping into the box, Austin Riley. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here's the pitch. And that's in there for a strike. Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Ready with the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. The 1-2. Pitch is popped up. Urena with a little do-it-yourself play, and there are 2 down.
Batting 8, pitcher, Kevin.
So here's the Orioles pitcher, Kevin Gausman. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just a bit high. That's wide, 2-0.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
And this misses as well. Ball 4. And he's walked the opposing pitcher on 4 pitches.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Stepping in, Tim Beckham. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry and nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 1-1 misses for the second ball.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Riley at second. Gaussman at first. 2 out in the inning. A swing and a miss there. 2-2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Here's Jed Lowry now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Third baseman, Jed Lowry.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tough one to lay off. Called a strike. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And let's shine the light on shortstop Manny Machado. That's right, shortstop. He could play third. He could play short. It doesn't matter. He's one of the best defenders in the game.
Ready now for the Marlins, J.T. Riddle. First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Missed with a slider. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
1 out, nobody on. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Batting 7th, catcher.
Into the box, Tomas Tellini will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Machado is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Miami down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Zach Granite. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Center fielder number 9, Zach Granite.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Changeup in for a strike.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. That misses. 1-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
The 1-2. Hits the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Now batting, first baseman.
Ready for another chance. Josh Bell hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And there's a base hit on the line.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time. Work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
Stepping in now, number 24, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
The 0-1 pitch. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a line drive, but foul. The 2-2 one more time. And another foul ball. Another 2-2. And that one stayed up a little high.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home. And now there's ball 4 as this goes straight to the backstop.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Manny Machado, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Machado now on 0-1. In the dirt. Goes to third with it, and he nails him at third. Great throw. Hot shot on the ground to short. Riddle has it cleanly. And the throw is off target there, so he'll reach first base safely.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
So digging in now, Austin Riley, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that pitch catches the inside corner. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
Two and one.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Ball 3 here as that pitch runs way up and in and backs him out of the box here. Slider up that he gets a call on.
He must have been sitting fastball right there because he is not going to see a better pitch tonight. He cannot let that hanger go.
Three-two with the bases loaded. Full count still. Machado over at second. Mancini on at first with two down. Oh, and it misses. Ball four, and that will force home a run.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Bases are loaded here, two down. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Two balls and two strikes, the count to Chance Sisco. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been, as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. Orioles settle for one. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 2 and the Marlins nothing. Up next from Miami, Magneuris Sierra, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hit out towards second. And Beckham's throw is in time at first, one away.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Jose Arena.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jose Arena. First offering on its way. Late that time for a strike.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. There's Starlin Castro. He'll follow next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And the Marlins have their first hit of the game.
Hey, that's a win-win right there. Solid AB by the pitcher after battling, making this pitcher work and executing and getting a result. Job well done.
Here's Starlin Castro. And he puts it on the ground to second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are two aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in two places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now you've got a couple of guys on.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. With runners in scoring position this season, Maben hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
And Maben comes up empty on that one, and it's 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Lorena on second. Castro at first. 2 out in the inning. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Mancini moves over, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the top of inning number 4. Baltimore's out in front, 2-0. So striding forward now, Kevin Gausman reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way in front of that fastball.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
And they go away here. It's a cold strike, 0-2. And now a pitch on the way. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2.
Well, this is where you have to be really aggressive. 1-2 count on an American League pitcher that rarely bats. Go right after him.
The 1-2. It's a fastball that misses.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Into the box, Tim Beckham, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. He'll try again, 1-2. Oh, they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Zach Granite the next to bat. And it's fouled away. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. Two runs, 3 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is taken, but called strike 3 as he might have gotten a little extra off the plate that time. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. So here's the cleanup hitter, Justin Smoke, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
No balls and a strike to count. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Here's Jed Lowry now. First time up, he went down looking. Now the pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. A ball and a strike. Lowry waits. The 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, J.T.
Standing in, J.T. Riddle. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Granite waits on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're down 2-0. Josh Bell the next to hit. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First delivery to him on the way. A neck-high fastball that time. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2. Lined into left center. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, Dero, anytime a lefty takes that pitch on the outer third and drives it the other way, you have to be awfully impressed.
Yeah, you have to be. It reminds me of Will Clark back in the day taking that ball the other way. You have to be able to play with the whole field to have success in the big leagues.
Into the box now, number 24. Ripped down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And Maben's throw not in time. He's in there at third. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Here's Manny Machado now. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. From the stretch. Popped him up. Castro moving to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, left fielder.
At the plate, Trey Mancini. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Swing and a liner. And this ought to plate a couple as this ball's down for extra bases. He pulls into second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Tyson Ross, a right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here.
Tyson Ross.
In now, Austin Riley, as the first pitch here's a bit high. It's ball 1. Ross is a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the park. It's a rare day that someone takes him deep, which obviously makes him a very valuable commodity in the bullpen.
One of the things as a manager you want to do, you want to bring a reliever in and know that he can keep the ball in the ballpark, and this guy does a great job of that. He's near impossible to get the ball in the air to lift for a home run, and it's one of the reasons why he's a real effective relief pitcher.
Now the 2-0 home. Outside, 3-0 now.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Comes with a slider, 3-0, but gets it over for strike one.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. Mancini leads off second with one gone in the inning. Here's a high pop-up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Standing in now, Chance Sisco. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Hit in the air to center field. Sierra is after it, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Orioles 4 and the Marlins nothing. Digging in the switch hitter, Tomas Telis. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
First pitch coming, here it is. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Grounded up the first baseline. Bell brings it in, and they'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batter, center fielder, Magneuris.
Stepping up now, Magneuris Sierra. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Miguel Rojas will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Francis Martes takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 59, Francis Martes.
Digging in once again, Kevin Gossman getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounder down the line at third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, second baseman, Tim Beckham.
Now batting, Tim Beckham, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
The windup and the 0-1. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Zach Granite the next to bat. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, but they're in front 4-0. Here's Starlin Castro, and Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A high fastball is in there.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
The 1-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing 2-0.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
The count now at 2-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Here's another 2-2. Hit to third. Throw on to first, take care of Maven, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Lewis Brinson.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Another 1-2 delivery. Splitter. 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Mm. 3-2. Justin Smoke would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Machado has it. And he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They trail here 4-0. Welcome back to South Florida. Orioles leading this one through 6 as we take a look at our game summary to this point. Ready now, Josh Bell, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. First pitch coming, here it is. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Changeup in for a strike.
1-1.
Hard on the ground towards short. Riddle gathers it in. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Number 24.
Number 24 will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Here's the first pitch to him. And a neck-high fastball that time. And that one just missed outside. Now the 2-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike one.
You get yourself into count leverage 2-0 right there. You're looking to come unglued on something and be very aggressive. That ball had to nip the corner for him not to pull the trigger on it.
Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. One out, nobody on. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's Manny Machado now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. 2-0 now.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Fouled off. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 0-1 the count. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Machado, the runner at first with 2 gone. Ready with the 1-2. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Orioles lead 1, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Justin Smoke, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. 3 balls and a strike now to Smoke.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Mancini is in pursuit. 1 away. Jed Lowry now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Marlins, the shortstop.
And next to the plate will be J.T. Little. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Here comes the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. 2 out, nobody on. Now it's 2-0. Too high. And it's 3-0.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
Three and 1 to the Marlins middle infielder. The 3-1 pitch. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He sure does. Make it 14 in a row set down now. Carving him up as the side is retired. Miami down in order. They're down 4-0. Now to the plate, Austin Riley. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. He'll get it into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. Popped him up. Maben moving in. He gets to it, and oh, he botched it. So some real problems out there that time, as it'll wind up in E7. Now in the box, Kevin Gausman. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Now a bunt attempt here, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. A square to bunt, and it's popped up, and the catch is made for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Orioles, second baseman.
So striding in, Tim Beckham. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Zach Granite, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Riley at second. Cisco on at first with 2 down. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Two balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter. Now the 2-1 pitch. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here. As a pitcher, you have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Maben will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a base hit. Also 1 error in the inning, but 2 men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The O's lead this thing 4-0. Leading off the inning, Tomas Telis. And they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1-0 the count. Bounce towards the mound. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Center field number 34, Magneuris Sierra.
Coming to the plate now, Magneuris Sierra. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And the pitch. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Set to deal on 2-2. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Derek Dietrich will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Derek Dietrich.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. The famous neon lights of Ocean Drive in Miami Beach. Welcome back to baseball on the show. Brian. At the plate, Josh Bell. He was a ground out victim last time up.
First baseman, John Bell.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. All even now, 2-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Digging in, number 24. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the curveball induces a big swing and a miss. Ellington, 28 years old. He was a 16th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch. High and deep to right center. On the run is Brinson. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
Stepping in now, Manny Machado, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now the 1-0. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. 2-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
The 2-1 home is looked at for ball three. Trey Mancini will be next. One out and a runner on second base. And that misses ball four, so it's first and second now with only one away.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Into the box now, Trey Mancini. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. As a look, now the pitch. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Sierra is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter.
Stepping into the box, Austin Riley. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball one. So far on the year, Riley is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
The 1-1. This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning will continue. He pulls into third safely as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Machado at third. Riley on at second with 2 down. And this is high, a ball and a strike. And there's ball 2 now.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
The 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
The 3-1 down the first baseline. But a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Second and third, 2 away. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. Orioles get a run on the RBI double. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. It's the Orioles 5 and the Marlins nothing. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Starlin Castro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. There's a strike. And now the second pitch of the inning will be his 100th of the ball game. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Takes this the other way to right. Number 24 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Nope. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Ball, that's
3-0 now. Here it is, the 3-0. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Nate Carnes will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Roberto Perez is also into the ball game as he'll hit in the number 8 spot here.
Now catching and batting in the 8th spot, number 56, Roberto Perez.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Runners on first with 1 down. Heading out towards shallow right. And a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right. Maybin rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate. And the deficit is cut to 4 now.
Yeah, you want to applaud the effort as he sells out for it, but the smarter move would have been to take a deeper angle and cut the ball off. He does that, and the runner probably doesn't score from first. On the flip side, great piece of hitting right there.
Here's Justin Smoke now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is taken, strike one. The 1-1 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed, 2-2.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
The 2-2. Ran that one in on him a bit, as this time it's tapped foul at home plate. A man at third with one away. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Here's Jed Lowry now. As the first pitch years have been high, it's ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Fouled away. Miami down to their last strike. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. The O's jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Kevin Gausman earns win number 7 on the season, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.